Welcome back. Oh, we're not in the sky this time, we're on the ground. I mean, the rate of fire is really low on this thing. This was not one of the more fun minigames in this game, I don't think. This would just went on for so long. It took me so long to be able to... It took me so long to start running into problems. Yeah, the rate of fire on this is not high enough, I feel like. Why is the highest rate of fire? I basically just want to send like a continuous stream of stuff at my enemies. Seems decent enough with a little bit of correction for missing the enemies. I wonder why they decided to put the bonus stages in different locations than in the Game Boy version. Weird small little detail to have different. Because here, I'm very certain we were up in the sky for this minigame. The games are so nearly identical in so many ways, and yet you have such random small differences. So is it ghosts even do any damage in any way, shape, or form other than just contact damage? And they don't really go after you either. I don't mean in this minigame, because I know contact damage is disabled for this minigame, but in general I think when you encounter them in actual levels, I don't think they really go after you either. They're just kind of there. I wonder if every bonus game in this game has an ending at some point. Because there's nothing stopping them from programming this in such a way that it's endless. But at least some of the minigames do indeed have an ending, as I've seen. Oh no. There it goes. I hung on for a minute at the end there. Still quite a lot of points in that bonus stage. Again, not that I know what these points are really ever supposed to be for, but... Is anyone going for a high score in these games? Maybe. I've heard these sounds. I've heard lots of these sounds in this game from other places, like that item reveal sound I heard just now. I want to say that was actually used in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on the Game Boy. It sounds really familiar. Oh, of course, obviously. Yep, because that always works. I can be the illusion of choice here. Choose all your power-ups. Imagine this plays the same way as before. Okay, that diagram up top is really not very legible. Can you make out what's on that screen? It looks like this might actually be kind of different. Shoot, fire, lock on lasers, lock laser target. Maneuver, shoot, lock target, and fire and lock on lasers. Yeah, have a safe trip. This is very different. Huh. Oh yeah, this is more Panzer Dragoon-like, actually. Yes, this is totally different. Look at that. Something in this game that isn't identical. That was a surprise. And it doesn't cost anything to fire the laser either, does it? As far as I can tell, no. It's just that you can only have how many lasers out at a time. Where is my cursor? Sorry, I was not looking at the screen there. Yeah, it's funny seeing how many... So, as far as I can tell, Panzer Dragoon truly was the origin of this kind of lock-on shoot-'em-up gameplay. Of course, if you want to go full-on Panzer Dragoon clone, then you ought to also include the aspect of it being 360 degrees. Which I believe some SpongeBob game on the DS did at some point. Was it Atlantis or Panthers? And the lock-on with the lock-on works a little bit different in this game than Panzer Dragoon. I've seen lots of games imitate the Panzer Dragoon. I assume the Panzer Dragoon really originated it, which I think it did. People always compare this to Panzer Dragoon when I see this kind of gameplay as opposed to comparing it to, I don't know, calling it anything else. These are really threading the needle here, huh? But in Panzer Dragoon, you usually held a button down to start locking on with your lasers, or missiles, whatever you want to call it. And then you would release that button to fire. Ow. Whereas in this, you lock on automatically, and you just press B to fire. You can leave it, you can hold L to get the lock-on reticle to stay in one place, but I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, that's very different. Well, unfortunately, the decor is a little bit less interesting than the Game Boy version, but the gameplay's funner, I think, which is worth something. I'm just amazed to see something different. Wow, that was shorter too. This is not a very featureful prison. Just looking around, wondering what is going on. Hello. That's just cameraman looking around. Okay, I get them having, like, ran out, but why'd they pick up the core? Why are you not surprised? Like, why would you expect that? Anyways, like, do your job. Walks up to Walker. Fine, anything to get away from you. Whatever. Everything, I feel like everything that has to do with Walker in this game is just silly. Anyways, we do of course have the other powers you can use on the bottom screen, except now I have to tap to use them, which makes it a lot harder to actually use them. So I probably should use them at some point. So I just tap it once to turn on, I tap it again to turn it off, is how that works. I wanted to pick that up, darn it. Great. You want to shoot this thing? No? See, I've got trying to use this darn power up in the middle and it's just not. I know this one on the bomb is the bomb. I don't want to use that senselessly. Take that, doors. I guess what determines at any given point how many things I can lock on to simultaneously is my power level. Like when I pick up those little green. Alright. Can you stop that? Yeah, I cannot figure out how to use these things in the middle. I don't know why that is. Oh, I can't use it on the bottom because I don't have any power right now. Alright, did I use it? Did I use it? Like, how else would I have lost all my power? I didn't notice using it, certainly. Something weird is going on here. Okay, I swear, every place I go, it happens to be where these guys are rushing at the moment. Okay, enough stuff on the screen at once, thank you. God, let me get hooked. You don't really have much time to actually react to the door types of things you have to go through. Okay, good we now? This is getting a little crazy. And it's kind of fun at the same time. A little ridiculous. Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate that as soon as I heal, I get hit again anyways. Oh. Fantastic. Yeah, this is getting a little insane. Just because there's not much I can do to dodge a lot of this stuff. And I can't figure out how you actually use half of these abilities anyways. Okay, so this does something. It uses energy. Okay, wait a minute. Does it actually change how my firing works for a little bit? Because now I'm shooting differently. Okay, it definitely works differently than in the Game Boy version. I might just have gotten confused by the fact that these power-ups work differently than they do in the Game Boy version. In the Game Boy version, the one in the middle is... Come on. In the Game Boy version, the one in the middle, what you had to do was just activate it while you're aiming somewhere. You would just fire a bomb there that had a pretty large area of effect. And I believe the third weapon, you just use it on the whole screen. There isn't anything fancy to it than that. Whereas something uses my energy, but I don't notice much happening when I try to use it in this version of the game. I read the descriptions of the things, but I don't feel very... Ow. Clear on what they're doing. Regardless. And the number of enemies here is just a little ridiculous. Again, it's fun, but I don't feel like there's much I can do to not get hit by things. It's not that I move really slowly, like even when I'm trying to dodge things, I'll so oftentimes get hit by them. Just because I can't move out of the way fast enough. So I have to tap to use these things too. And I'm sure I could benefit plenty from using these different abilities too if it wasn't so darn hard to use them by having to tap on the bottom of the screen to do so. I'm kind of handicapping myself now, not being able to use some of the abilities that the game offers me as a result. Of course I could also... Well, there's also the shield, but again I have to click on the bottom screen to do that. I have to guess where some of these are going to be. But, come on, how'd I get that one? See, I'm trying to go down as soon as I can see the thing, it's just I don't have time for it. See, I couldn't see there was going to be one of those until it was too late. Ugh. What am I even using all my energy on? Why am I using my energy on? Because I'm not using my... I'm not using other powers. No, I thought those were the only things that use my energy here. I cannot shoot bullets in this game, by the way. You just have to dodge things. I wish I could actually aim across the whole screen, by the way. Not be able to do that is a real pain. Yeah, this is just like a bargain panzer you're doing here. And bargain panzer you're doing, boss. Okay, you're just teleporting around, which I guess would make more sense than any other ship teleporting around since you're a ghost ship, but still. You usually seem to make some attempt at continuity in terms of where you are at any given moment versus another. That's what I should have done there, is I should have just left my reticle in the corner, because that's what that's for, I guess. Like this. Using the lock on. I can't lock on as much. Ugh. There we go, those things never get destroyed. Their health keeps getting really, really low, and yet somehow I don't destroy them. No, why can't I? Something is going... Okay. I don't know if my keyboard was ghosting or what. I could not move while I was holding the lock-on button. I don't know what's happening. I can move now. Do these things heal themselves or something? Because I swear, their health is like perpetually near zero. Alright, almost. I got that part. You have to sort the rest of the thing. It's actually got stuff in the center too. There we go, yeah, there's the mast. Which I guess is what you actually have to destroy. I forget to let go of the lock, even though it's past the... So I'm actually trying to hit. See, I feel like we should be pretty much done here. Like that health bar on the bottom right is empty, and I thought that was the health bar of the mast, unless I have to destroy every single cannon or something silly like that. Do I? Seriously, what else is there to do? Something fell off. No, its health is not... Jeez. Come on, there we go. That's a little ridiculous. And we go somewhere. Okay, anyways. There's a bonus game for this thing too, I know. Which I imagine will be somewhat similar to the GBA version, even though the gameplay on this thing is really different now. Or we just have to destroy a number of ghosts in the time loop. We'll see. Bye everyone.